the spell, which I will have to search for a thumbnail for, but here we go. What looks like could be a funeral, what will most likely be a funeral. Pain is there, bro. She didn't know yet, as I moved my cursor out of the way. Something felt somehow familiar. Brought to us by Dots, our new sponsor. God, I keep on meeting Dots in every single story. What the hell? Eternity, that world, popped into her head. The moment she thought about the time, this day, had scratched it out to eternity. And it wasn't even over yet. If it lasted to the pity of strangers wasn't already enough, she had to attend this unfair seminary. She had to watch as her mother and father were pulled into the ground. A decision that seemed to be everyone's but hers. As if getting rid of everything about her parents as quickly as possible was the new game the adults found in order to feel better about themselves. I am not going to comment on that, because I want to see how this goes. Reasons. Even though she still needed them, even though she still loved them, she no longer cried. She badly wanted to, but her body was starting to process all the process of accepting without her consent. It's almost as if it would be able to survive otherwise. After a time, the horrible people started to walk away, one after the other, some dragging their feet, most with a certain hint of urgency, until a big man with big round cheeks, with tired blue eyes, approached her with a gentle yet fake smile. She remembered that her mother's cousin interrupted him to her earlier and told her about his profession. Not that she remembered. Well, I don't think kids really care. Plus, when the kids are freaking distraught, why? Why? She only knew that he was important somehow, and that she needed to follow him. He said two or three words to lead her to his car. He drove her to the office like place, adding more words along the way. Empty words. Words that she didn't want to call out. Yes. Oh God, we got a book on a stick. He sat behind his desk with what seemed to be his sense of pride hidden behind a thick eyebrow. She found it somewhat ridiculous, though she didn't let him know. Yeah, I can see why you'd find it a little bit ridiculous. Or just comedic, either way. We accept all forms of criticism. She instead tried to remember how she ended up here. She remembered talking in the elevator, but what floor? The number 5 popped into her mind, and casually accepted it. Though the building looked a little similar from outside. Then they took a left, she thinks, but that just looks like a book on just like a fucking stick. Is that supposed to be a computer? Actually, that looks like a keyboard. Yeah, I think it might be a computer. Ellis. Yeah, Ellis. Are you listening? Her name sounded respectful inside his mouth. She nodded half-heartedly, looking every which way but his eyes. Her eyes, which especially drew the golf therapy trophy on his shelf, next to the some important-looking limited papers, probably bringing dolphins. Oh yeah, barn dolphins. Hey, someone wants to pass college. When I look at it, she started to get excited for some reason. She wanted to play sports, or run a marathon, or shout out her lungs, anything to not be in front of this man, excluding mold authority. Mouth. Hey, I knew you've been through a lot. You must be excited at this point. But this is very important. I need you to understand this very clearly, alright? No! I refuse! Another nod this time. The picture of his son looks very intriguing to her at his graduation. It seems pity comes to her mind. But what reason? They went to school, but well, since both of your parents are, don't say it, no longer with us, you are going in the customary of someone else's from now on. And costly? Does that mean a smell soon appears on the W man's face? Maybe because he found the confusion of the girl kind of cute. Or maybe because he noticed his own yes, as an adult. In any case, the man rapidly relayed his words properly. Think didn't know what the words meant. Somebody else is gonna take care of you. That's what it means. I don't wanna. Please hope this kid becomes rebellious. Oh, I hope. That's all I hope for at this point. Is that we get to have fun, poking fun at her, and she's rebellious. Oh, hell yeah. Or a tomboy, that works too. I'm perfectly fine with that as well. As long as shit gets to be thrown. She doesn't wanna. I can kind of see why. Yeah, I actually know why. Reasons. I understand. Fair, my old maid knows. Okay, I'm being far too entertained at this point. He says, though, he clearly did not understand. I want him to understand. But until you came of age, you must have an adult around to take care of you. Of your needs, you get that, right? No! I have a feeling someone's gonna just like animate this and have fun. If you do, oh god, please, I am not helping you. I am not stopping you from doing anything. She doesn't want to go. Get it. He forces another smile. Faker. Then rests. Likely of you, your mother already had some mind of the worst ever could come to be. She wrote in her will her brother, her uncle. Her uncle? Did she have one of those? We'll have to see. If she can't figure out what freaking 1 + 1 is, of course she's not gonna know what could be her uncle or not. She's asking these questions. Me, you won't have to go to an orphanage or deal with the court. I know you might have preferred your mother's cousin since she took care of you for the past few days. Not at all. She injected in her mind. She's scary and she's fat. Her eyebrows are weird, almost touching. Okay, I can't blame the kid for this. It's a child. Either way, I'd actually joke about it. So, I can't blame the kid. Oh, for Pete's sake, I'll joke about fucking anything just because I'm bored. But since your mother wrote in her will, and your uncle is her godfather, we would think it would be best for everyone if you had custody over you. I don't need no custody over anyone! I mean, I want to cause chaos! Hopefully I'm not the kid's uncle. Bad shit will happen. Hopefully the uncle doesn't have my personality. If he does, shit's gonna happen. Best for everyone except her. That is... I can see why. He's right behind that door, waiting. He told me you might not remember him. The last time he saw you, you were 8 months old. Do you want to see him? She might say yes. She pretends to think a bit, but the old man's eyebrows are less and less intelligent. He finally says yes, while shaking her head from left to right. The taste of fingernails is surprisingly better. It's a child. I don't expect much. He laughs dryly, not minding the multiple cares of nervously. He sends her his way. He opens the door, says 3 or 4 words into the void, and another 3 or 4, and sat back to him like some kind of magic. An introduction, a spell. Yeah, they're gonna be summoning fucking Satan. What else? Soon another man appears. This man has eyebrows and a long face, black curled hair, and lips. His expression is slightly melancholic, but most important in turn, it was that man. The man with the hand. He has magic and is capable of go blah 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 blah. Sunday. Oh fuck yeah, that's actually. Wait, what day is it? I'm actually questioning that now. Oh, it's just Saturday. Good, that's tomorrow. By the time I'm recording this. The car looked unremarkable at best, and looks like a white car at also best. Or someone bleached it, I don't care. Wait, why does it have a sunroof? Loser. You'll have to be paid for that shit when hail hits it. God damn it. I'm making fun of shit now. This is normal. Well, just like its owner, she's surprised. At this point, I'm gonna end the episode here, so that all of you can have, I don't know, a freaking rest of your day, work day, I don't freaking know. So I'll see all you guys next time, and I hope all of you have a great and wonderful time. See you guys next time.